Attention passionate Washington Commanders fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC East and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Washington Commanders' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Washington Commanders fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with YOUR, FRINDS, and Washington Commanders FANS. Let's get to the news. All right, folks, buckle up because what I'm about to tell you could be a game changer for the Commanders and the entire NFC East. Rumor has it that Washington might be on the verge of making a blockbuster move, potentially trading for Penei Sewell from the Detroit Lions. Now, I know what some of you are thinking. Sewell. That's a huge name in the league, and if this happens, it could reshape our offensive line and really give us the boost we need to push for a deep playoff run. And trust me, all signs point to this being a serious possibility, especially with the Lions' current situation and their draft priorities. Let's dive into what's brewing behind the scenes. According to some reliable sources, including NFL insiders like Rossini, Detroit's front office is at a crossroads. They've been dealing with a pretty leaky run defense this season, allowing about 140 rushing yards per game in 2025, which is a clear problem for them. They're also looking to rebuild their roster with a focus on draft picks, particularly on the defensive side, more specifically for edge rushers. Their priority has been to stockpile picks for the next draft, especially with their Super Bowl odds currently sitting at around +1,200. That's not terrible, but it's not exactly a contender's number either. They're weighing whether to go all in or to build for the future. Meanwhile, Penei Sewell has been a cornerstone for Detroit's offensive line. The guy is a beast, a true titan on the field. His stats this season are nothing short of elite, a PFF grade of 92. One in 2025, which puts him among the very best offensive tackles in the league, especially at protecting the quarterback. He's only allowed about 1-2 sacks this year, an incredible number for a tackle of his caliber. His run blocking is top tier as well, with an 80% run block win rate, and his pass block efficiency sits at 98.5. On top of that, he's been a key component in the Lions' rushing attack, opening up about 5 yards per carry, despite a minor ankle sprain in Week 5 that sidelined him for a game. That kind of resilience and consistency makes him a premier asset. Now let's talk about the flip side, the Lions' perspective. They're cautious about parting ways with Sewell, especially given that they've invested around $22 million annually in his contract. Their focus right now is on balancing their roster, not just chasing stars. They're prioritizing draft picks for edge rushers and other positions that can help them contend in the future. To them, Sewell is valuable but not irreplaceable, especially if they can get a couple of second-round picks, like the ones the Commanders have to offer. The idea is that a package of 2 second-rounders could be enough to convince Detroit to make the deal happen. It's a gamble, but one that could pay off big time for Washington, especially considering Sewell's potential to transform their offensive line. For the Commanders, the impact of acquiring Sewell would be nothing short of seismic. Their offensive line has struggled this season, allowing an average of 3 sacks per game, which puts a lot of pressure on quarterback Sam Howell. Adding a talent like Sewell would immediately solidify the right side of the line, giving Howell much-needed protection and stability. We've seen how much a great offensive tackle can do. Just look at how Charles Leno Jr. or Andrew Whitworth have transformed their teams' run and pass game when they're at their best. Sewell's presence would likely boost the entire offense, allowing them to run more effectively and giving Howell more time to make plays downfield. And speaking of the offense, Sewell's ability to protect in the pocket is exceptional. His stats show that he maintains pocket integrity at a high level, with a pass block efficiency of 98.5, which is among the best in the league. Plus, his mobility and agility allow him to pull and create mismatches in the run game. This kind of versatility is exactly what the Commanders need to elevate their offense from a decent unit to a legitimate threat. It's not just about protecting Howell, it's about transforming the entire offensive identity, making it more dynamic and unpredictable for opponents. One of the biggest impacts could be seen in the run game. Sewell's presence on the right side could add about 2 yards per run hole compared to the current situation, reducing pressures and allowing the rushing attack to flourish. This is especially important when you consider that the Commanders want to establish a balanced offense, something that has eluded them at times this season. If Sewell can help open up running lanes and keep Howell upright, it could lead to a significant boost in their offensive efficiency. perhaps pushing their yards per carry to around 4.8 yards, a noticeable improvement from their current stats. From a tactical perspective, Sewell's mobility in pulls and zone blocks creates mismatches against defenders, elevating the attack's overall effectiveness. His ability to execute pulls with agility means defenders can't just pin him down. He's a mismatch in motion, capable of creating confusion and chaos in opposing defenses. This kind of versatility is what separates good teams from great ones, and for the Commanders, it could be the missing piece that pushes them into the top 12 offensive units in the league. Now, let's talk about the playoff implications, because that's where it gets really exciting. The latest Super Bowl odds for Washington have jumped from +2, 500 to +1, 100 with the possibility of Sewell joining the team. That's a huge swing, reflecting the belief that Sewell's addition could make them serious contenders. If he can anchor the right side of the line and help the offense reach its full potential, the Commanders could see their chances of making a deep playoff run improve dramatically. The comparison to the trade of Tristan Wirfs in Tampa Bay is apt. This type of move can define a franchise for years to come. Sewell's presence could help transform Washington into a genuine Super Bowl contender, especially if they continue to build around their young core, including Howell, Jahan Dotson, and the emerging defense. Speaking of defense, while the focus is on Sewell and the offensive line, it's important to remember that the Commanders still need to shore up their secondary and improve their pass rush. But making a move for Sewell sends a message to the league. Washington is serious about winning now, and they're willing to invest in their offensive line to give Howell the best chance to succeed. It's about building a balanced, sustainable team that can compete year after year, not just patchwork fixes. Of course, fans are eager to see how this all unfolds. Will Detroit accept the 2 second-round picks? Will Washington really pull the trigger on such a deal? The buzz is real, and it's shaping up to be one of the most exciting storylines of the offseason. If this trade goes through, it could set a new tone for the Commanders franchise. Imagine a line anchored by Sewell, protecting Howell, opening lanes for Brian Robinson and Antonio Gibson, and giving the offense a new level of consistency and explosiveness. That kind of upgrade could be the difference-maker in crucial games, especially in the postseason. And let's not forget, this is about more than just one player. It's about the vision the Commanders have for their future. They want to build a championship-caliber team, and adding Sewell could be the starting point for a new era of dominance. The team's management has shown that they're willing to make bold moves when the opportunity arises, and this could be one of those moments. The fan base is hungry for success, and with Sewell on board, the outlook looks brighter than ever. Now, I know some of you are wondering about the risks. Trading away draft picks always carries some uncertainty, and Sewell's contract is hefty. However, if he lives up to his potential, those 2 second-rounders could become steal picks in a future draft. Plus, the immediate impact on the field could be transformative, helping the Commanders turn close games into wins and climb the standings in the NFC. In conclusion, this potential trade represents a bold move by the Commanders, one that could shape their destiny for years to come. Sewell's talent, combined with his proven track record, makes him a perfect fit for their offensive line aspirations. If the deal materializes, it will be a statement to the league that Washington is all in, ready to contend and build a team that can finally bring another Super Bowl trophy home. Fans should stay tuned because this story is developing rapidly, and the next few weeks could be crucial. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YOUTUBE algorithm to keep recommending the latest Washington Commanders news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. And now, Washington Commanders fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this potential move? Do you think Sewell can be the piece that finally puts us over the edge and into Super Bowl contention? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the team. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Washington Commanders news. This offseason is shaping up to be one of the most exciting in recent memory, and I can't wait to see what's next for our team. Keep the faith, keep the passion, and let's make some noise as we head into what promises to be a pivotal season.